If you are like me, you are always on the hunt for your next mobile obsession. Well, get ready to clear some space on your phones cause this July 2025 has some serious hit on both Android and iOS. So today on Joker's Den, the top 15 new games for Android and iOS of July 2025. This is Jasper and make sure you are subscribed. Alright then, let's begin. Kicking off at number 15, Aim Lock Anime Battle Royale. This game promises high-speed anime third-person shooter action with a battle royale twist. You are jeeping around with jetpacks, pulling off parkour moves, and trying to outwit opponents in dynamic gunfights from a third-person perspective. On paper, it sounds like a dream for anime and shooter fans. The visuals are vibrant, the character designs are sleek, and the idea of a respawn system to keep you in the action longer is a welcome change from typical battle royales. However, and this is a pretty big however, for an early access title, it's riddled with bugs. Players are reporting getting stuck in walls, issues with spawning in at the start of matches, and sometimes even kill confirmations not showing up properly. Aimlock has incredible potential, but it needs a lot of polish before it can truly shine. Keep an eye on it, but maybe wait for a few more updates before jumping in. Moving on to number 14, Rise of Dragons. If you have ever dreamt of being a dragon master, hatching majestic beasts and commanding them in epic battles, then Rise of Dragons might just be your new addiction. This game throws you into a visually stunning medieval fantasy world with a surprisingly realistic art style. For a mobile title, you are not just riding dragons, you are incubating dragon eggs, building up your floating islands and using ancient dragon language to summon and assemble your very own dragon army. It's a solid entry for fantasy and dragon enthusiasts who enjoy both strategic management and visually impressive battles, but keep an eye on the long-term engagement and monetization. At number 13, Moonray Battlelands. It's a free-to-play third-person PvP battle arena game set in a breathtaking science fantasy world. The developers are pushing a skill-based, no-luck, just mastery combat experience, which is music to the ears of competitive gamers. You are fighting to win the favor of the gods across these incredibly designed floating islands and impossible architecture, and the visual aesthetic is truly something to behold. The core gameplay focuses on 1v1, 2v2 and 4v4 battles, and when it works, it's incredibly fluid and strategic. However, being in early access, there is still some rough edges. Connectivity issues can occasionally mar the experience, and while the no-luck mantra is appealing, the current matchmaking can sometimes feel a bit unbalanced, leading to some frustration matchups. But if you are looking for a visually stunning, competitive arena brawler that rewards skill, Moonray Battlelands is definitely worth keeping an eye on as it develops. Coming in at number 12, Doomsday Tank Zombie PvP Brawls. This game combines the gritty, cel-shading art style of Borderlands with Call of Duty's quick combat, all wrapped up in an apocalyptic tank war package. You are roaming a wasteland in your custom war machine, blasting through mutated undead hordes and clashing with ruthless raiders in heart-pounding PvP matches. It sounds like a chaotic good time, right? Well, Doomsday Tank offers a dual treat, fending off zombie swarms and elite player squads in dynamic open-world maps. There is even a story-driven campaign, which is a nice touch for a tank brawler. Alright, on number 11, Real Gangster Crime Simulator. So you want to live out your virtual criminal fantasies on the go, but with a bit more finesse. Real Gangster Crime Simulator by Invoke Technologies aims to deliver an open-world crime experience for your mobile device that blends stealth, robbery missions, and intense cops versus robbers scenarios. This isn't just about one-turn distraction. It's about becoming a cunning thief, a skilled getaway driver, or a fair gangster by using silence, timing, and skill. The game is inspired by titles like Robbery Bob in its stealth missions where you infiltrate homes, banks, and skirt areas without being seen. And folks, before moving into the top 10, drop a like on this video. It really helps me to know what content you want to see more of. Well, sliding into number 10, Goat Simulator 3 Multiverse. Yes, you heard that right. Goat Simulator 3 is here and it's gone multiverse. If you thought the original was chaotic, get ready for an even more absurd experience. You are still a goat, you have still unleashed chaos, but now you are helping the guardian of the multiverse save it from the disaster you caused. Classic. This game is all about headbutting your way through alternate realities, causing ludicrous chain reaction and getting tangled up with characters even less stable than a goat. We are talking 8 new goats with powers that make absolutely no sense, over 100 customizable gear options, and a world brimming with totally reasonable nonsense. It even has a dialogue system where people talk and you mostly bleat. This is pure, unadulterated, hilarious energy, and the fact that it's on mobile is just fantastic. At number 9, Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Marvel fans, pay attention. Marvel Mystic Mayhem gives off strong Marvel Super War and Marvel Strike Force vibes, but carves out its own unique niche. This is a tactical RPG that feels like stepping directly into a live-action comic book. The visuals are stunning, the combat is smooth, and it's definitely not a mindless button masher. You need strategy to combine your hero's abilities in turn-based, card-based battles. Team synergy is crucial here, and the animations are flashy, making every move feel powerful. The game perfectly captures the essence of a true Marvel storyline with dramatic moments and high-stakes battles. However, a common critique is the pacing. It can feel a bit slow for some, especially if you are used to faster-paced mobile games, even with auto combat and speed modes available. And like many mobile RPGs, there is a degree of grinding involved. While the monetization could be an issue down the line, for now, if you love tactical RPGs, deck building, and Marvel, this is a very strong contender. Number 8, Unbelievable. Prepare for a gripping and realistic tactical experience with Unbelievable, a new first-person shooter from Skytech Games. This isn't your typical run-and-go mobile FPS. It throws you into intense combat scenarios with confined, highly detailed environments, demanding strategic planning and precise execution. You take on the role of an elite tactical operator, navigating through abandoned warehouses, dense forest, and other atmospheric locations, each teeming with dangerous enemies and unexpected threats. The gameplay dives into fast-paced, heart-pounding action that emphasizes strategic planning and accurate shooting. You will engage in furious firefights with intelligent AI opponents who cleverly use the environments to their advantage. A key feature is the meticulously crafted photorealistic graphics that bring the eerie atmosphere of these locations to life. So whether you choose to use stealth to your advantage or go in guns blazing, the choice is yours. But every shot counts in this close quarter combat experience. Powering into number 7, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadron. For all you Saiyan warriors out there, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadron is here to scratch that intense combat itch. This game throws you into action-packed, team-based battles within the Dragon Ball universe. It seems to blend elements of fighting games with perhaps a touch of MOBA or object-based gameplay, which is a fresh take on the franchise for mobile. The game is generally fun, and the iconic characters and their abilities are brought to life with impressive animations. However, some significant discrepancies have been noted, especially regarding game balance and pacing. The Dragon Ball base, a key object is often too easy to destroy solo, making team fights around it less impactful than they should be. The 500-point game modes can end in less than 3 minutes, which feels incredibly rushed and doesn't allow for strategic comebacks. The developer needs to seriously re-evaluate the pacing and ensure all character roles, especially support, feel truly impactful and not just overshadowed by attackers and tanks. It has the Dragon Ball name, but the gameplay needs some serious rebalancing to live up to the legacy. Dropping into number 6, Oceanhorn Chronos Dungeon. Fans of classic RPGs and roguelikes rejoice. Oceanhorn Chronos Dungeon returns to mobile, bringing its hack-and-slash 16-bit inspired dungeon crawling back to our screens. Previously an Apple Arcade exclusive, it's now available for flat-free with ad removal options on both Android and iOS. You assemble a team of adventurers like a knight, huntress, mage, or grandmaster, each with their unique weapons and skills, and delve into the ever-changing Chronos dungeons to find the powerful paradigm hourglass. The game is perfect for mobile sessions with level designs to be completed in a few minutes, making it ideal for quick brush-off play. I am thrilled it's more widely available now. It's a well-made, light RPG with immense replayability, so if you are looking for a charming, classic-feeling dungeon crawler that respects your time, Oceanhorn Chronos Dungeon is an excellent choice. Stepping into number 5, Goddess Order. Get ready for some retro-style action. Goddess Order from Kakao Games and Pixel Tribe. It's a side-scrolling action RPG with a heavy emphasis on skill-based combat and a charming pixel art aesthetic. So if you are a fan of classic action RPGs with a modern twist, this might be right up your alley. Number 4, Pudgy Party Battle Royale. Well, if you are a fan of chaotic party-style battle royals like Fall Guys, then Pudgy Party Battle Royale is here to bring that whirling madness to your mobile device. You play as adorable pudgy penguins, stumbling, surviving, and racing through a winter wonderland packed with wacky obstacles, fast-paced survival rounds, and high-energy races. Dodge spinning hammers, jump across slippery platforms, and outmaneuver up to 20 rivals in a bid to be the last penguin standing. And folks, it's time. Smash that subscribe button and discover amazing games. Delving even deeper at number 3, Abyss of Dungeons. Krafton, the masterminds behind PUBG, are bringing us Abyss of Dungeons, a dark fantasy extraction RPG set in precious medieval dungeons. This game blends survival mechanics from battle royals, the escape dynamic of dungeon crawlers, and immersive PvP and PvE gameplay, all wrapped in a rich fantasy action RPG experience. You choose from 6 distinct classes like Fighter, Barbarian, Rogue, Ranger, or Wizard, each with unique skill sets, and from strategic teams to navigate the darkness, defeat monsters, and escape the unrelenting Dark Swarm. While the graphics are impressive and the core concept is compelling, the current state of balancing makes it a hard recommendation for those seeking fair PvP. It needs significant rebalancing to truly shine. And folks, don't forget to catch up some of the best survival games of 2025 from my previous video after finishing this one. Taking the number 2 spot, Alterna Welt Blue Exorcist S. For fans of the beloved dark fantasy anime Blue Exorcist, get ready to experience a brand new 3D action RPG, promises an amazing new story from the world of the original series, fully voiced where you are the main character. Even better, it includes a cast of new characters designed by Blue Exorcist creator. You will get to explore iconic locations like True Cross Academy Town and complete missions as an exorcist, for the Knights of the True Cross. The game features eye-popping 3D action, allowing you to utilize skills and arcana to create amazing combos, mastering demonic elements to your advantage. There is also multiplayer for challenging powerful bosses and guild features for working with friends. It looks fantastic, but the tactical hurdles might prove too high for many players at launch. Aniplex needs to get those servers sorted out ASAP. And finally, number 1 spot, Final Fantasy XIV Crystal World. Yes, you heard that right. Final Fantasy XIV is making its way to mobile, specifically with Crystal World. This is an MMORPG that aims to bring the epic scale and beloved world of Final Fantasy XIV to your pocket. Now for the huge asterisk here, at launch, Final Fantasy XIV Crystal World is only available in the Chinese region. This is a massive disappointment for the global fanbase who have been eagerly anticipating a mobile Final Fantasy XIV experience. While it's exciting to see the potential for such a rich MMORPG on mobile, the regional exclusivity severely limits its immediate impact for most of our viewers. It showcases what's possible, but for now, it's more of a tease than a playable reality for many. We can hope for a global release sooner rather than later, but for now, it's a testament to the mobile gaming landscape's growth, even if it's currently out of reach for many. Still, the sheer ambition and quality shown earn it the top spot. And there you have it, folks. Which game are you most excited to download? Did I miss any that you are hyped for? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more mobile gaming content, and hit that notification bell so you are always in the loop. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Happy gaming!